people did like getting to see this, that weren't here. And like I said, with it being Easter, I imagine a lot of people are at their mom's house or celebrating at home. So you are at about the same. What was your problem for those that were maybe having problems with your heel? What were, because it looks perfect now. What was the challenge you were running into?
It's far from perfect. Mine was the heel. Mine was going from the heel flap into the turn and starting the gusset. I seem to get backwards for some reason, but I figured it out. I just needed to knit an extra row.
Mm-hmm. I think I did that too.
It got me back on track to be a knit instead of purl.
Yeah, I feel like we're at exactly the same spot, but I'm on the double point, so I never hold it in the camera right. But yeah, no, I'd had a sock pattern I'd done before. I actually knit my husband a pair of socks, and he has big feet. So, like, it sounded like a good idea until you get to the part where we're at now, where it's like, knit till you're 2 inches below the toe or whatever. And, like, with his sock, I'm, like, knitting and knitting and knitting, like, never. But, I like this pattern better. I also was a less experienced knitter. So I feel like the picking up the stitches part was like blowing my mind last time we did this. And let me dig out the directions. I think I got hung up in the same spot you did, so that means other people probably have too. The directions, let's see where it was. Heel flap, not heel flap. Gusset, yeah, for the part that says gusset, for picking up the stitches along both sides of the flap. And my plan is to eventually do, on my second sock, maybe do each section. But honestly, I got on a roll knitting this one while watching Yellowstone. So I was having too much fun, so I did not stop to make videos for the different parts. But I was like, I'll do that on the next one. But yeah, with the gusset, we're talking about if you've never done it before, because I know Heidi is normally a crocheter, so this is her first sock endeavor. So when she gets to this part, it will probably be confusing, and I know we have others like that too. Let's see. What part was this? And hello, who else has joined us? Somebody else is on here. Debbie.
Hi, Karen. It's Debbie.
How are you? How's your sock coming?
I'm done.
You're done? Okay. Well, I had such a hard time trying to pick a timeline for this, because I knew we had people that were either going to blow through it or people that were, like, going to get an inch at a time done.
Right. No, it's fine.
Well, do you have any tips or suggestions for the rest of us? Because that's what we were looking at the pattern here.
Oh, what are you trying to figure out?
She had trouble with the picking up stitches on the gusset part. No, just do you have any sock tips just in general?
Oh, well, I mean, that was only my second sock ever.
Yeah, me too.
And then, so it's not like I'm some expert or something. Yeah, the gusset, the picking up stitches on the gusset, it kind of stinks. Okay, I'm knitting on the shorties with the short cable.
Okay, so you've got shorties, I've got double points, and you've got rounds.
Right.
Magic loop.
Magic loop,
Magic
yes.
loop. So I had the shorties, and then when I was picking up the stitches, I used a double point.
Okay.
Just one double point to pick up that stitch, and then as my left needle, and then stick my right needle through it, knit, pull it out, and pull the double point out.
Okay,
and
that's exactly what I did because I have double points.
Okay. Yeah, I felt like I could find it better just using that one single double point and sticking it in there.
What are you supposed to be doing with circulars then? Because I've only ever knit socks on double points.
I think you're just supposed to be using your left needle to stick it through, and then you would knit to the back, knit with your right needle, knit the stitch, and then go to the next one.
Yeah, because I did a good job, but it was one of those things that I was like, I read the directions, and I was like, I kind of feel like I understand, like I remember what I'm supposed to be doing, so then I was just kind of like did what I thought I was supposed to be doing. And then I think, like you said, I knit an extra round in there maybe just because I wanted to get the stitches, the tension kind of right. And so I wasn't sure if I did it correctly necessarily, but it looks like a sock, so I'm gonna say I did it right.
To me, if it
Looks good.
It's
It looked right.
it's got a few. I discovered I have this like kind of weird spot right here, but I don't remotely care.
I have
So
one on the bottom of my foot.
yeah, that's where
I
this
have a
one is.
weird-
I was like, that's fine. Yeah.
It's like right there.
Yeah. Well, it looks way better than the sweater I've been working on since last October. I'm on the sleeves now, but it had like this pretty lace section in the like the middle, and I totally there's so many wacky spots on the sweater. Like I'm committed to finishing it, and then I'm gonna block it and take pictures just to encourage others who are scared of sweater knitting that I'm like, mine has it's got so many like weird where like the lace went and then it kind of like jumps over. Like it's so not right, but I'm not pulling it out at this point, so it's just gonna be
Right.
what it is. So it's a design element. Well,
I figure the second sock will look better.
yeah.
The two spots that you both are showing look like the spot in my sock where I somehow started knitting the wrong way.
Huh.
Yeah, I saw that. And see, that's where I was getting messed up. Ended up with purling.
Right.
And then I just added another, I ripped it out, started over. So this is sock attempt number 4. I ended up adding an extra row.
I have absolutely no clue
Then
what
I was
did.
fine.
Mine just got weird. I don't know.
That's what mine looked like, exactly where I turned around. And then when I did it on purpose on the second sock so I could make them match, because I had done 10 rows before I realized I was doing it, I'm like, I am not ripping that out. So on the second sock, it made the same little hole where I turned around to go the right way. And then when I finished purling my 10 rows and I turned around to go the right way, I have another little hole. So right where I turn around, I'm getting little holes that are looking like what both of you are showing.
Mine's not so much a hole as we were at a friend's house yesterday, and I was not paying as good of attention as I should, and it was the decrease section after you turned the heel where it was decreasing, and I think I decreased weirdly, so I think that's what I did. But it'll be okay. Like I said, it's on the bottom of the foot. If it turns into a sock at all, and I tried it on, that's always fun.
Yeah, I got mine on and it fits.
Okay.
I thought it looked big. I'm like, my foot really isn't that big, but I guess it is.
Yeah, I think mine's going to be a little loose, but it's going to be okay. So.
Okay, I think I have to close my blind because.
Yeah. I know, I'm in like the weird guest room in my house because I have to, since I'm recording it, plug up my computer, and then I didn't want the kids like running through the background, so this was like the quietest place I could find that sort of had a window and a plug and a table. But
yeah.
Well, for everybody else, like I said, I think we'd officially said that we were trying to shoot for, what were we trying to shoot for? Getting to, I guess, the heel flap last time. So I know a lot of people I feel like everybody's either on like sock number 2 or they're still knitting the cuff. If you are and I do promise, my new goal is to finish this sock and then start the other one and then do more individual step videos. So hopefully that will happen tonight. I plan on putting the kids to bed because they're exhausted and then working on the sock. But sock knitting, if you're a new sock knitter, I like it. It goes in sections. You've got like the cuff, and then you're knitting this heel flap, kind of the part that is this ribbed part. It is like it's like a tongue almost. So you knit this reinforced part by itself, and it's just kind of flapping, so it's not in with the rest of it. So then that's the heel flap part, and then after the heel flap, what we were talking about was this picking up stitches. It's just where you then pick the stitches back up along the side of the heel flap so that you're making that turn, and then you got your little increases in your heel, and then you just go straight. And so now we're all in the part where you just go straight. So it's not as complicated as it sounds if you think about it in like sections. Or at least for me it wasn't. And like I said, I will not keep y'all. I don't think we're having too many other people on here. I wanted to document where we were at.
Debbie, which toe did you do on your sock?
Ooh.
I did the round toe.
What are the options?
Round or square?
Round or square?
Round or square. What would square
I'm
benefit?
planning on a round toe. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, I'll have to look. I don't know which. I hadn't thought that far ahead.
I'll grab mine since we're on here.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, happy Easter.
Happy Easter. I'm like in the middle of packing.
Well, I was just saying this will probably be a very short little video here because it's Easter and my husband's bringing dinner home from somewhere and my kids are supposedly bathing themselves. Hi.
Hi.
And you're in the middle of a move.
So these are my pink ones, which ended up being, here's my pearl. But ended up being,
artist flair.
they're a size 4, which will fit my daughter. They just ended up being really small. I'm trying to see which one. Okay, this one you can see the 2 holes, and that's where I switched, like right here, and then right here is where I flipped, like turned to do the wrong way.
Gotcha.
And it made like teeny little holes. And then this is the other pair that I made. This was yarn that I spun.
That's beautiful.
And it's about DK weight. It wasn't fingering. So these fit me. They're bigger.
See, I almost feel like I would like that better, like for hand knit socks, because I'm not gonna like wear this one to the gym. Like I almost feel like for hand knit socks, I would rather have something that was a little bit more hand knit, not hand knit, hand spun, a little bit sturdier.
These are way heavier than this one. But this yarn is the same as this yarn that I spun. I just wound this into a cake.
Well, that's perfect looking hand spun.
And this, I am going to make socks. I'm going to make these.
Ooh. Pretty
Okay.
Harbor. How is that pattern different from this one? Just like a longer cuff?
It is hold on, let me see if it shows a whole. It's a men's sock, but it could be a woman's sock.
Yeah, socks are socks. Oh, that's cool. That looks similar to my first pair that I did, for my husband.
Okay, so that's my plan, and I think I like the ribbed top, like the little roll down. These are way too short for what I usually wear. I'm a knee sock person. I love knee socks.
We're
I wear
socks,
them.
so that's.
I don't like having my ankles covered.
Okay, well then you like these.
Yeah, we picked this one because we were trying to do something that wasn't too scary for first-time sock knitters. So that's why we were. And it was
like free. To make knee socks. I mean, it needs to be this long.
Yeah,
that'll take me forever.
Yeah, we didn't want to have it be too scary for people, so that was how. But this one did say you could make it. I guess it would just roll down further. I prefer this pattern to the first one I did.
It's meant for beginners.
Yeah.
What I was thinking on this one, because I liked this part, the sock part. I was thinking here, do a ribbed.
Yeah, you could easily change
it. Just do either a knit 1, purl 1, or a knit 2, purl 2, and do it for however long you want, and then continue with the sock.
My plan is to try to commit this pattern to memory because I felt like this pattern broke it down really well for me at this point in my knitting life. So because I love all the sock, I would love to be able to just like buy sock yarn, like I don't sell sock yarn. I would love to be able to just like have the yarn and be like, I'm gonna make some socks and just like sit, like you said, sit down and kind of design it like I wanted it to be.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I would love to do is just be able to knit it from memory like I do a grandmother's dishcloth. Where I can
this pattern, I really liked how it was broken down. So I do, for my second sock, I will be good and I will not just binge watch Yellowstone and I will actually I wanted to do one for like the heel flap, one for turn the heel, and then one for, I guess, pick up the stitches to kind of show people the different parts on that. So that's my plan.
I think that pick up the stitches might be the hardest part.
Well, I didn't even think about it being different on circulars, because what you described that you used a double point for sounds like exactly what I did, but I had double point, so I just was already
Right.
doing that. Because I feel like I knit across and then picked up down one side and then knit the back and then
Right.
picked up the other side. And then I think I did
Yeah.
that extra round just to get the tension normal. I think that's what I
Mm-hmm.
did. But I need to go make sure that my kids have not killed each other in the shower. So I will. This video is recording, and I will. Unless Brittany, do you have any great words of wisdom or socks you want to show off?
I don't have any words of wisdom or socks to show off, but I did. So I finished the first sock. My sister was over here 2 nights ago, and I had her try it on because I said it was going to be too small for me because I was knitting it too tight. And she put it on, and then she was here for like 4 hours and forgot she had it on. So she thought they were comfortable. So I'm going to make her the other one and give them to her.
Fantastic. That's
Awesome.
great. Well, I'm going to get out and turn off my the recording. But if y'all hang out as long as you want. But thank you so much for getting on. And I guess for the rest of the week, wherever you're at, just keep going. And everybody will ask questions. And whenever we all kind of wrap it up here in a week, we will. But I do want everybody at the end of one sock to at least cast on your second sock. Because then you won't end up with that random sock and then get squirrel syndrome. So that's the end of the project is when you cast on and knit like a half an inch or something on your second sock at least. And then we'll count you as done. But thank you.
Because I'm packing.
Happy Easter. We'll
Happy
see you
Easter,
later.
everybody.
Happy Easter.
Thank you.